Black has seen limited minutes in this game due to some foul trouble early, but has made the most when she's been in the game. Pinsky on the drive. Her runner banked in, left-handed.
Another double screen at the top, Colton. That's one of those ones they screen both sides. She can pick either side she wants to, and it gets to whatever hand she wants and makes a tough runner.
And Clara Williams attacks the basket. She's fouled on her journey there. It's going to be Pinsky with the blocking foul before the shot. Once again, this clock, 6:40 left. It'll take about 6:40. Bailey into Schlotzower. Extra pass to Edwards. One more over to Bailey. Lines up another three, and a rare miss from Charlie from downtown. That majorly hurts her shooting percentage. Now she's only at like 75. Pinsky
is looking awful big from out there for her tonight. I'm sure it does a lot, but tonight it's been pretty big.
And it's been big for Pinsky as well. As she gets the runner to go off the glass, Ashland has been able to score. Clara Williams brings it up. Lead at 32. Bailey. Fake goes to Schlotzower. She'll attack the basket. It's taken away by Ellen Black. Black just kind of brick-walled her there.
Went hands straight up, and she ran right into her.
Schlotzower will try a three instead. It's long. Edwards chases it down. Edwards, a reach-around pass, was trying to find a teammate, but it's a turnover. Instead, ball on the floor, stolen by Edwards.
Oh, a walk there by Edwards, Colton.
Yeah, she was trying to make two decisions at one time, but there's only one basketball, so that doesn't work very well.
That's one of those where you go to pass to your teammate, and your teammate is not looking at you.
Yeah. Been there, done that. Not the passing part. I was the teammate that was not looking. By the way, if you're listening to this broadcast, KTKS Versailles, Eldon, Lake of the Ozarks, 95.1 FM. Also online, lakeradio.com and streaming at MoSportsZone.com. I'm Colton Taylor. Brock Nolting joining me tonight. We got Britt on the camera and Mark Sidebottom back at the studio engineering tonight's contest. Pinsky, deep three won't go. Was it touched?
I don't think so, Colton. Apparently it was.
Okay, I was going to say, if I was her, I'd be telling anybody that, listen, oh, yeah, that definitely got blocked.
Yeah, she has shot well from out there. I just didn't see a touch at the top.
I didn't either, but, it's a 32-point game. You get the benefit of the doubt. Bauer needs the inbound pass, goes to Brooklyn Black. She'll drive. Off-balance shot banked in on the right side. Tough take from Brooklyn. Lead at 30. 4:15 to go. Edwards.
The baseline drive.
Yeah, Schlotzower extra pass to Kohler, counted in a foul. Kohler just checked in, instant offense. It's always nice when you've got that, 6-footer that just checks into the game and immediately scores. That'll be the fourth foul on Cochran.
Another baseline drive there. Pass to the opposite block, Colton. Get a layup plus the harm.
The free throw is short, but an offensive board by Crane. Drops the defender in the process. Clara Williams with it. Trying to make some space. Gives it to teammate Crane's three long. Offensive board kept alive by Schlotzower, put up and in. Ava battling inside. 3:15 to go, 69-35. Brooklyn being guarded by Crane. Ball tipped out of bounds, stays with the Lady Bulldogs. Looks like Petrie going to check back into the game. She'll come in for Bailey. I'd say Bailey's evening may be done. She comes off the floor. Poor shooting performance for Charlie. Only like 5 or 6 made threes on about 75% shooting from downtown. Step back three from Pinsky. Draws front iron. Schlotzower, the board.
We got 3 bodies on the floor there for a second, Colton.
Ahead to Kohler. She passes it over to Crane. Crane gets bodied. Ball tipped out of bounds. I think we've hit the point in the game where the officials are like, it's going to take a lot to get a whistle, man. That clock's moving pretty quick. So substitutions for Stover. As I don't know if they know who's on the floor right now.
Well, they've got 7 people standing out there right now.
This is a new approach. Stover's like, we're going to play with a couple extras, all right?
There you go. Going with a pretty big lineup now. Got Dills, Helen Black, both in there now. Usually they're subs for each other.
Yeah, Reese Brown joining him along with Mia Rowland and Nevaeh Conklin. Tipton working the ball around the outside. Look from Clara Williams. She rattles it off from 3. Offensive board. Schlotzhauer, left hand won't go. Dills gets it, and she is fouled by Schlotzhauer. I think Ava a little frustrated as she got the offensive board and couldn't get it to go with the left hand. And Ava going to head to the bench. Her evening's going to be done as well. She did pick up her 4th foul, but that's kind of neither here nor there anymore. So Tipton going to move to win 23 on the season. Stover trying to go low to Helen Black. She has it in the short corner. Let's pull it back out to Conklin. 1:15 to play. A little weave with Rowland. Rowland being harassed by Williams. The ball tipped out of bounds. Tipton getting some new faces into the game. Camden Garber will come in for Clara Williams. Also out there now is Addison McQuaid. Black with a strong take. That is Helen Black. She is fouled and will shoot 2. Foul going to go on Camden Garber, freshman. Helen's first free throw, a little short. Second one coming up, only 25 seconds to go. First one up and good. You just had to dial it in. And travel going to be called on Tipton. So Stover going to have to go quick, fast, and in a hurry here. They want to get a look.
Yeah, I don't know that that's going to happen here, Colton. They might quick, but
5 seconds to go. It's lobbed into Helen Black. She'll fire a 3. Draws iron. Over the board, and that's how this will end. Tipton ladies defeat the Stover ladies 69-36. Post-game show coming in just a moment. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Since 1844, Kidwell Garber Funeral Home has been a part of Versailles. They've seen the community grow. They've seen the community change. But one thing remains the same. Nothing's more important than our schools. Kidwell Garber would like to take this time to salute everyone involved in keeping Versailles schools a source of pride for the community, and to the students who always strive to do their best, whether in sports or academically. You are the future. From Kidwell Garber Funeral Homes of Versailles and Laurie.
Holly Lift Boat Lifts. You've got your home at the lake and you found the perfect boat. Now, to just make sure the boat bottom stays clean and up out of the water. Holly Lift Boat Lifts. We've been the lake's choice for reliable boat lifts for over 40 years, and we offer a lifetime warranty on our tanks. We don't just build boat lifts, we build Holly Lifts.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Holly Lifts.
Deposit checks anytime, anywhere. Hi, this is Ryan Pryor from Citizens Bank of Eldon and Versailles. With mobile deposit, you can enjoy the convenience and ease of depositing your check simply by taking a picture of the check while using your mobile phone or tablet. It's fast and secure, and it saves you a trip to the bank. Sign up today and see how we can make your life easier. Member FDIC.
A hometown bank, a hometown friend.
Veracruz Mexican Restaurant wants to invite you to join them for a casual lunch or family dinner out for authentic Mexican cuisine. Veracruz has a great selection of burritos, tacos, seafood, enchiladas, salads, and more, all prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients. Veracruz on South Highway 5 in Versailles and Veracruz Jr. on Highway 52 in Stover. Or you can check out their new location on Highway 65 in Lincoln. Veracruz Mexican Restaurant, a proud sponsor of local athletics.
We are back with the post-game show, the Shed post-game show, as the Tipton ladies knock off the Stover ladies. And we'll go ahead and recap the scoring here. First for the Stover ladies, they were led tonight by Ashlyn Vinsky, 26 points from Ashlyn. She was getting after it, especially in the second half. I mean, 10 free throws shot and made. That's the big part. Not just to shoot 10 free throws, but to make 10 free throws there in the third quarter. It was 6 for Mia Rowland, 3 from Brooklyn Black, and 1 from Helen Black. For the Tipton ladies, they were led tonight by Charlie Bailey. She had the hot hand from downtown. 5 threes made, 24 points overall, 15 for Courtney Edwards. That's a pretty nice scoring night for the Badger. 13 from Clara Williams and 2 for Madeline Hagerman. And getting ready to shift gears here, as coming up next, we will have the Stover and Tipton boys. Once again, 2 teams both fighting for that conference title that is still very much alive. For Stover, the road is simple. You defeat Tipton, and then on Friday, rival, the Colcamp Bluebirds, have to come to your house. You win both those games, you're casing your conference champions for the first time in what we believe is 20-plus years. If you're Tipton, the road, I believe, is defeat Stover and then defeat Sacred Heart, and Stover has to defeat Colcamp on Friday. If all those things happen, then I believe Tipton gets the K-Singer title. If you're Colcamp, I don't know. You probably just went out and win the K-Singer. I don't have all the formulas. I'm not ESPN. But nonetheless, for Stover, it's very simple. Win and you get it. And it's also a very big deal, I feel like, because districts start next week. And for Stover, your conference foe, Colcamp, is in that same district with you. And there is a very good chance you're going to meet them in the second round of play. So, Brock, if Stover could potentially get a win tonight over Tipton and then turn around on Friday and defeat Colcamp, that feeds a lot of momentum to him heading into district play.
Yeah, Colton, there's a good Versailles team in there, and both, Stover with the 2 seed, both those teams get buys. Colcamp's got to beat Warsaw, I think, is who they end up playing.
Yeah, yep.
First round. So, I can't remember which side of the bracket we're on. I think we'll wind up playing them again if they can beat Warsaw.
Yeah, Stover gets the bye, and they will play the winner of Colcamp and Warsaw, and then the winner of that will advance to the championship game to likely face the Versailles Tigers.
Yeah, if Stover can make a clean sweep of Colcamp, that's pretty impressive, because it's hard to beat. They say it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a season, and that's just the truth. The truth of the matter is it's going to be difficult, but it can be done. Stover boys can do it. They've got the home court advantage, and they play, like I said earlier, they play so well at home, and they've been playing some good basketball here lately.
Well, I was kind of holding on. I was going to switch gears, but at first I wanted to see how or if Coach Culpepper was going to come up, but it's all right. We can find him sometime during this next game. So I'm going to go ahead and take a break, reset the stream. So if you're watching, we're going to stop it for a second.
And they play, like I said earlier, they play so.
Boys. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Trusted real estate brokerage. Christopher Weeberry is a lifelong resident of the Lake area and real estate salesperson. Call Chris Weeberry with First Choice Realty today if you're thinking about selling or looking to purchase a new home. 573-480-2313. That's 573-480-2313.
PenMax Staffing has immediate job openings with long-term potential. They have excellent opportunities in Versailles, Eldon, California, and the entire Lake area. Apply online at penmac.com or call 573-392-8383 to set up an appointment for an interview. That's PENMAC.com or 573-392-8383 to apply. PenMac provides free help finding a job. Apply today and go to work right away. Your one application will find you multiple possibilities.
If the exterior of your home needs repair or it's in need of a fresh new look, Elite Roofing and Siding is here to help. Be assured you'll receive excellent service as our customers have once again voted us Best Roofer at the Lake. We appreciate your business and for trusting us with the exterior of your home. Call us today at 302-ROOF. That's 302-ROOF. For all your roofing and siding needs, Elite Roofing and Siding, serving the Lake area for more than 20 years.
Take your softball and baseball skills to the next level. The Shed is Eldon's own indoor hitting facility that features 2 full cages with screens, tees, and pitching lanes. You'll love their top-of-the-line pitching machine that throws a variety of speeds with precise locations to perfect your swing. The Shed also has a workout facility. You can add it to your cage rental or just purchase as a regular membership. Open Monday through Friday, 3:30 to 8, and Saturday and Sunday from noon to 8. Look for the big white building across from Gerb's in Eldon. Book times now on Facebook at The Shed LLC. LLC. See you at the Shed.
All right, shifting gears back into the H&R block of Versailles pregame show, getting ready for this matchup between the Tipton boys and the Stover boys. Now, I haven't seen the Stover boys squad since the Stover tournament, a tournament which they went 2-1 and got a huge win, upsetting the Boonville Pirates in the third-place game of that tournament. The Boonville Pirates, by the way, playing the Versailles Tigers tonight. That is a 12-9 game with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Thanks to Jason Vansel for those updates. But they looked good in that game. They were disciplined. They played well inside. Brock, I know you're way more familiar with these Stover Bulldogs than I am. From your perspective, what is the key tonight for these Stover Bulldogs? What do they do well, and what do they need to do well tonight?
Well, their zone defense is really, really good about getting pressure, getting some shots disrupted. They play like an extended 2-3 zone, and it's really teams really don't know what to do against it. And then on the offensive end, they like to dribble drive, and their dribble drive really opens up the three-point line, and they've definitely got some shooters in there. And, of course, you can't forget about Jaron Belt inside. The guards, when they penetrate, dump it off to him. He's got a little drop step, or he can give you a little baby hook, and it's pretty efficient down there.
Jaron Belt blew me away in the tournament, not only because of his offense and his rebounding. He is disciplined defensively in the sense of, Jaron's probably 6'5", out there, borderline 6'6", and you would think at that height as just a sophomore, it's going to be easy to go up and volleyball swat everything. The kid goes straight up 90% of the time, and that is huge for the way he has to play down low. And it's going to be huge tonight because across the way, his adversary tonight is going to be Emmett Haas for Tipton. Haas, the big man, has played extremely well for the Cardinals, as the Cardinals were able to win the conference tournament championship, knocking off Sacred Heart in large part behind Haas. So I think Haas and Belt is going to be a big battle to watch. But as most people know, when it comes to Tipton, much like the Tipton ladies, a lot of it is, can you slow down Bailey? Jackson this year has kind of moved from the kid that was known for shooting the ball and being the big scoring threat to he's become a big facilitator for this team, trying to set up his teammates. And as someone who was a facilitator and a scorer on his team, you can roll your eyes, but it's true. You were the setup man. How different is it changing roles from knowing, hey, I need to have 20 a night to, I need to have 8 assists to get other people involved?
Yeah, Colton, the shots aren't always going to fall, so you've got to be able to adapt. You've got to be able to penetrate, get to the free throw line, set your teammates up to get open looks. It's not always about scoring the basketball yourself. It's all about, it's a team sport. So, penetrate, get to the free throw line, get fouled. Either that, dish it off to somebody else, get them an open look. We back at the conference championship when Tipton was playing Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart did not want Bailey to have the ball. They were pressuring him full court. They did not want him to get the ball back once he would give up the ball.
And it's a smart strategy. If you can keep the ball out of the best playmaker's hands, it's going to give you a better chance. But when that happens, other Tipton Cardinals have to step up. One that has stepped up throughout the year is Dane Schlotzhauer. He has become the biggest shooting threat for these Tipton Cardinals. I know he's had a few games this season with 5, 6, and even 7 threes in a game. And talking to Coach Espinoza with our coach's interview, got to talk to him a little bit before the game, done an associate's coach's interview, and he's very aware of that. They said Stover is, of course, they're worried about the paint, but they know that Jaron Belt can hold his own in the paint. Their big thing is running the shooters off the line. They do not want to see Schlotzhauer get hot-handed early. He said he feels like the guards move very, very well in their zone, and they know to get out, stay low, and contest while staying disciplined. And that's another hard thing with this Tipton squad. They like to get into that mid-range as well, but they will shoot the three. So it's not just the closeout. It's closing out in a fashion where you don't give up the driving lane. You have to stay quick and agile, get the hand up, but also not completely sell out to where you're going to let them step into a mid-range jumper. Boom. I'm looking down here also, by the way. I don't know. I need to look on the roster and see who it is. Those shoes are standing out, man. That is something. That is the Christmas edition shoes right there.
Green ones?
Those green ones, man. You can see those from outer space.
That's a Dylan Broderson there.
That is quite the look. But then again, we've got the blues on the other side, so there's all sorts of all sorts of looks going on out here. We're about 3 minutes away from tip-off in this K-Singer matchup. If you're coming out to this game, still plenty of room to get a good seat. And, by the way, I guess we were in the coach interview, so I should also mention the fact that I talked to Coach Reeves before the game as well. If you haven't got a chance to meet him, cool guy, his first year here as the Tipton coach. And one of the compliments he gave me off air was that he thinks this Stover roster has an argument to make for the best roster in the K-Singer. He said, man, they are loaded with athletes, and he showed a lot of respect, talking about how well they get after it. He said they're extremely athletic. They've got shooters. They can play inside. Basically mentioned that Stover can do a little bit of everything, and he's very much aware of it, but he feels like his boys have really been working hard, been playing more disciplined of the past few weeks, and he said that's the key in a game like this year. Somebody's house, big game, conference title, discipline often could be the deciding factor in a game. So Coach Reeves' squad really locked in on you. Don't let the moment be too big. Be ready for it, but don't let it control you either.
Yeah, Colton, I know when I was playing, once the ball's tipped and once you get a few possessions under your belt, then it's gravy from there. You know, you're going to have to adapt down the stretch, and both teams are going to make adjustments. But once the ball's tipped, you just got to go out there and play good basketball.
Absolutely. We're a minute and a half away from the starting lineups in the opening tip. We'll take a break. Come back with the first quarter action. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Divine and the Land Pro team will provide you with excellent service and more than 25 years of combined knowledge of the local real estate market. Looking to buy or sell land or farms in Miller, Morgan, or Camden County? Call Chuck Yo, the Land Pro, at 573-280-4452. Victoria Divine makes finding your next home enjoyable, utilizing the latest technology to bring buyers and sellers together. Buying a home is a big decision. Trust Victoria Divine to handle all the details for you. Divine and Associates, powered by eXp Realty, located across from Wood Supermarket in Eldon.
Kids ask their parents a lot of questions.
Why can't people fly?
Gravity.
Is the moon really made of cheese?
Yep, cream cheese.
When can I move into a big kid's car seat?
For some questions, parents may not have the answer, but that's okay. They can't know everything, but knowing the right seat for their age and size will help protect them in a car crash. Find out more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Contact one of Miller County Health Center's certified car seat techs for assistance at 573-369-2400.
We get ready for the Chuck Yo, the Land Pro first quarter. Let's meet the starters first for the visitors on the scoreboard. The Tipton Cardinals and our head coach, Michael Reeves. Number 3, Lucas Cashman, a junior. Number 10, Jackson Bailey, a senior. 21, Dane Schlotzhauer, just a sophomore. 33, Zach Moon, he is a senior. And number 45, Big Emmett Haas, also a senior. And in case you were curious, Schlotzhauer, Dane that is, not only a sibling to Ava Schlotzhauer, a twin for that matter. Boy, this band is loud. Starting lineup for the Stover Bulldogs, and you can't already hear Michael Merritt yelling them. Number 2, Landon Ettinger, a senior. Number 21, Gavin Weltman, just a sophomore. Number 22, one of my favorite players to watch out here, Cody Mosier. He's a senior. Number 23, Jaron Belt, a sophomore. And number 53, Jay Monroe, a senior. The Stover Bulldogs under head coach Tony Pace, assisted by Wyatt Espinoza and Brendan Bauer. This has all the makings of a fun one. Tipton in the road red, going to the basket to our left. Stover, the home whites, to our right. Stover wins the opening tip. Ettinger, he's left open at 3. He'll let it fire. He'll hit.
That's a good start for Stover there. Colt left him wide open. Knocks down the open shots.
Tipton, their first offensive possession. A 3 from Cashman off the back iron. Won't go. Mosier the board. Mosier going to bring it up quickly. Gets inside. Out to Monroe. Thought about the 3. Closed out by Bailey. Ettinger all the way to the basket. He's fouled. Will shoot 2. Stover coming out aggressive.
Yeah, Colton, good penetration by Stover there. Couple passes, opened up some driving lanes. Ettinger got to the hole, gets fouled, goes for the strike for 2.
Yeah, if you're Coach Pace, that's what you want to see. If you can find that gap in the defense and get inside. Ettinger's first free throw is short. So just 30 seconds in, and Stover's already got the offense humming a little bit. Second free throw attempt for Ettinger is long. Cashman the board. 3-0, the Stover lead. 7:24 to play. Inside, extra pass, Moon. Over to Haas, to Bailey. Versus it around. Schlotzhauer tries a three. It's long. Rebound tipped around. Belt controls it. But it's stolen by Bailey. Bailey to the glass strong, but good defense by Belt. Ettinger has the board. Stover wants to run. Mosier inside. Mid-range floater. Tough shot, tough make.
Yeah, Colton, that was good defense after the turnover from Stover there. And they got, a breakaway layup there. Mosier hits a tough shot.
Cody really showing off his athletic ability. Tipton looking for their first points of the game. A little over a minute gone by. A skip pass to Cashman. To Haas, out to Bailey. He's got to look from three. Doesn't want it. Monroe tips it loose. Bailey corrals it. Ball worked around to Cashman. Tries to drive, but it's taken away by Weltman. Good defense early from the Bulldogs. Bailey steps into a three. It's long. Kept alive by Moon. Can't get it to go. It rattles out. Monroe comes up with it. Rim's not very friendly to Tipton right now. Weltman creates some space. Goes to Monroe.
They're running a 4 out with Belt in. He's running the horseshoe, it looks like to me, Colton.
Yep, and a three from Mosier. Up and good. Goodness gracious. Stover has come out hot-handed, and they lead 8-0 early.
What do you think, Colton? If Stover scores on this coming possession again, is that you calling a timeout early here?
If you go up double digits, or if Stover goes up double digits, you have to. But the ball inside the Haas, turnaround jumper won't go, and he gets his own miss and is fouled by Monroe. Versailles is open. Theirs up a little bit. 31-19 they lead at the half over Boonville. Cashman, the inbounder. Lofts it up top to Bailey. Then he'll pop out to the corner, receives the pass. Doesn't want the three, gives it to Bailey from the top of the key. Halfway down and back out. The board tipped around by Stover, finally corralled by Tipton. Bailey had a steam to the rim. Shot rattles around and falls. First points of the game for Tipton. 8-2, the Stover lead with the ball. Ettinger uses the belt screen, gives it up to Mosier. In the corner is Weltman. Two Bulldogs posting side by side. I don't think that's the play design.
Looks like Tipton's in a man-to-man here, Colton.
Ettinger tries to drive. It's poked loose, picked up by Weltman. Back to Ettinger. He's got a lane baseline, takes it, hangs in the air. Extra pass, Mosier gets his man in the air to Monroe. Hard pass fake, steps into the free throw line. Jumper shot won't go, but he got laid out on the jump shot. He'll shoot two. That was a nice pass fake by Monroe.
Yeah, some good ball movement by Stover there on that possession. Colton, they probably could have shot it a couple times, but they worked it around, got an open shot, going to the foul line.
It's one thing to come out with energy, but it's another thing to come out with focused energy. Stover's playing with focused energy right now.
Yeah, they're looking good in the first 3 minutes here. But game's a lot longer than the first 3 minutes. So
absolutely. Hot start helps, though, as both free throws for Monroe up and good. 10-2, the Bulldog lead over Tipton. 4:50 to play in the Chuck Yo, the Lampro first quarter. Reminder, this game streaming at MoSportsZone.com. Bailey inside to Cashman. Belt takes it away. Cashman, a nice step underneath to create space, gets Belt off balance. Cashman able to finish 10-4 for the Stover lead. Ettinger. Oh, I have no idea. We'll look at that in a second. I'm not sure what's going on. Where are we here? Stover, a jump ball called. Yeah, our off-air communication is not good. What's the deal? Oh, there's two of them. My bad. Yeah, Lucas Cashman.
I couldn't see his jersey number, so that's...
No, you're all good, man. I forgot there was a second Cashman. Inside-out movement from Tipton. A three on the way from Schlotzhauer knocked down. That's what you want if you're the Cardinals. Inside-out for a Dane Schlotzhauer three. Lead cut down to 3, 10-7. Ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Cardinals, so it will stay with Stover. So the last time these two will meet as K-Singer foes, as Tipton is moving to the Great 8 Conference. Mosier receives the inbounds, being harassed by Moon, and he is fouled by Moon.
I know we're early in the game here, Colton, but they're letting them be pretty physical in there.
They are?
I mean, I don't mind watching a ball game like that, especially with what's on the line.
I'm just thinking Moon and Haas could get NIL deals from Head and Shoulders or someone like that. Look at the hair on them boys.
Well, what's Coach Reeve? He's probably gotten some kind of deal, wear a suit like that.
Oh, man,
those custom fit suits ain't cheap, you know.
He dresses to the nines, no doubt about that. An offensive foul call on the Bulldogs, moving screen, turnover back to the Cardinals. I say I don't even see Coach Reeves.
You get down in this corner here.
Oh, yep. He broke it. He is a stylish man, no doubt about that. Cashman was trying to fire low, but Cody Mosier was there, leading the fast break for Stover. That close pass is a tough one to make. It goes off Monroe, turned over. Cashman on the run out. Belt cleans it up.
And it stayed in bounds, Colton.
Right to Weltman. The chase down block a la LeBron from Belt. That was nice.
Got up there and sent that one back with his weak hand.
Mosier wants another three off the iron, won't go. Rebound by Haas. Just a sophomore. You see those little shades of how good Belt could be. Short corner is Moon. Out to Schlotzauer. He wants another three. It's long. Rebound controlled by Weltman.
Yeah, Colton, that zone of Stover's right now. Tipton's getting some open looks, but they're just not hitting them, and that's playing right into Stover's hands. They want to see if they're going to make you make shots before they make you switch their game plan.
2 looks for Stover after the offensive board wouldn't fall. Good job by Mosier to keep it alive. Ball ahead to Haas, working against Belt. Belt may have got a piece of that one, too. Belt is putting up a no-fly zone in the paint right now. Weltman uses Belt to create some space, gives it to him. He tries to step through, extra long strides, lifts it up, and it rattles around. It may not be pretty, but there's not a picture on that scoreboard. Coach Pace wants the timeout. Stover leads 12-7, 2:26 to go in the first. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
H&R Block of Versailles is a family-owned and operated block advisor's office celebrating 10 years of business serving Versailles and the surrounding areas. Pamela Johnson, an enrolled agent, and her certified team are here to prepare your taxes, handle your bookkeeping and payroll, plus audits, tax notices with the IRS and the state, and problem solving and issue resolution. For more information, call the H&R Block office on Monroe Street in Versailles at 573-378-5843. 573-378-5843.
I love when I get a text from Handy Andy telling me that every time I say Moon, it throws him off right now. Andy, I'm not talking about you, buddy. I promise. I don't believe you are allowed to play in this game. Tipton on offense, 12-7, the Stover lead. Schlotzauer to Bailey. Top of the key, Cashman. Schlotzauer from 3, up and good. Dane, his second of the evening. Lead cut down to 2. You can tell Tipton knows who they want shooting this basketball. Into the game, Vbrock. He has it. Goes to Mosier. Little weave here from Stover. Vbrock at the top of the key. Fires over to Ettinger on the left side. Uses the Vbrock screen. Weltman. Couple fakes. Spin move. Gets inside. Extra step. Hangs in the air. I don't know how he got it to fall, but he did.
Tough shot. Everything's going in for Stover right now, it seems like, Colton.
It's fun to be at home. You talked about how good they play at home, and it's showing out right now. Extra pass to Cashman. It's tipped on the floor. Cashman saves it back to Bailey somehow. Bailey, a shot fake, skips to Schlotzauer. Good closeout by Mosier. Mid-range jumper. May have been partially blocked again, but it winds up in the hands of Haas. Belt may have 3 blocks in this first quarter. What a difference maker he is. Just a sophomore. Ettinger to Weltman. He wants a 3 off the back iron. Won't go. Vbrock keeps it alive. Goes to Mosier. Mosier out to Weltman. He wants a 3 off the back iron. Bailey the board. Under a minute to play in a 2-point game. Tipton running. Moon's layup won't go. Haas keeps it alive. Dives on the floor after it, and he rolled with it, so a travel going to be called. Ball back to the Bulldogs. Whew. I know we don't have football in Stover, but they're going at it like a bunch of linemen down there right now.
Yeah, Colton, it's been a little nervy this last few minutes here. It's gotten a little sloppier than the first part of this quarter, but maybe Stover will slow it down here and get a good open shot like that by Mosier for 3.
Cody in the corner. Lead back at 5, under 30 seconds to play in the quarter. Little two-man game disrupted by Stover. Bestian has it over to Cashman. They go inside. Haas, his turnaround jumper, altered again by Jaron Belt. Mosier, the fast break, ahead to Ettinger, right hand off the glass and scores. It's a 7-point Bulldog lead.
Great pass in transition there, Colton, by Mosier to Ettinger.
Inside out, Schlotzhauer lines up a three. It won't go. Mosier gets the board, and that's how the first quarter ends. Stover red hot to start this game. They lead 19-12 after one. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
At Lake Regional, we're proud to offer a nationally accredited cancer center with deep expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and personalized treatment plans. Our team is here for one reason: you. We promise to be at your side from diagnosis to treatment and beyond, leaving no stone unturned. Lake Regional Cancer Center. Our commitment runs deep.
As we move into the Gladstone Coboat Trailer Sales second quarter, I mean, Stover has to be shooting 50% from the floor right now, if not better. They were getting the looks they wanted and knocking that. They just look confident right now.
It's got to be something about this end of the floor, Colton. The Tipton girls were shooting well on this end, and the Stover boys can't miss on this end right now either. So,
well, it's been enough to open up a 7-point lead for Stover and really get momentum going on their home floor, which I feel like is huge. Pretty nice crowd here tonight, and it's very pro Stover at the moment. Monroe with the ball, straight man defense from Tipton again. Monroe wants some space, goes to the spin, gives it to Belt, free throw line, and good defense played by Haas as he steps into the lane. Belt just ran right into a bricked wall that happens to play. I believe he plays tackle for Tipton, but I think he told me he may have converted over to tight end at some point this season. Bailey on the point. I'm not positive this isn't. I'm trying to figure out what this over. Oh, it's a 3-2. Okay. Bailey lines up a three and hits.
well, they set up in a 2-3, Colton, and then the low guy, whichever the ball gets swing to, he comes out. So it looks like a 3-2, but it's set up as a 2-3.
I gotcha. Well, Bailey gets his first bucket of the game. Ettinger to Vbrock. Gets a man in the air. Goes back to Ettinger. Steps to the free throw line. Back over to Luke. Ettinger. A jab step taken away by Bailey. Pass tipped. Vbrock cleans it up. Goes back to Ettinger. Skips it to Monroe. 7 minutes to play in the second quarter. Stover, the 4-point lead over the Tipton boys.
Stover really taking their time on this possession.
And it ends with a Monroe three up and good.
I swear every time I open my mouth, they shoot the ball.
They're saying, talk more, Brock, talk more. Oh, Tipton looking for an answer. Bailey to the corner to Haas. Goes low to Cashman. Extra pass out to Schlotzhauer. Has to corral it. To Bestian in the corner. Fires inside to Cashman. His shot won't go. Mosier with the defense and the board. Now Cody running the floor, but just a little overzealous. Winds up in the hands of Bestian. Bailey will bring it up. Stover by 7. Schlotzhauer to Cashman at the top of the key. Goes to Bestian. Mid-range jumper. It's short. Belt the board. And Belt is the biggest kid on the floor by about 2 or 3 inches right now. They go to him at the high post. Extra pass out to Mosier. To Vbrock. And they're going to get him for an offensive foul. He kind of extended that right arm a little bit.
Yep, Stover's definitely slowed down the pace a little bit in this quarter on offense. They've been a little more methodical and trying to get open looks, and they have been hitting what open looks they have gotten out of that slower offense.
They absolutely have. Making his first appearance in the game for Tipton is Connor Pettigrew. So little size off the bench for Tipton. Pettigrew gets 6'3" in his own right. 3 from Bailey. It's short. Rebound fought for. Bailey comes up with it. Couple pass fakes from the high post as he skips it over to Cashman. Pass back out to Bailey. Bailey inside, hangs the air, can't get it to go. Gets his own miss. Turnaround jumper off the back iron, too strong. Rebound controlled by Nardi. Parker just checking into the game for Stover. Monroe to Ettinger. 5:15 to play. Ettinger drives. Bailey going to get called for the reach. We'll say it was on the floor before the shot. Ball stays with the Bulldogs. Well, Boonville with a run. It was 31-19 at the half. It's now 35-28.
Wow.
Three from Stover won't go, but it's tipped by Mosier, controlled by Ettinger. Sets up Nardi. He wants a three. Won't go. Mosier another board. Reverse layup falls.
That's the best pass in basketball right there, Colton.
That is.
The old air ball right in your teammate's hands for the layup.
Cody Mosier, such an athlete. It's a 9-point Stover lead, 24-15. Once again, the conference title still in play for both of these teams. Schlotzauer over to Cashman. Schlotzauer to Pettigrew in the corner. He will shoot that shot if left open. Skips it to Bailey to Schlotzauer in the corner. Closed out on by Monroe. Bailey to Pettigrew. Looking for the high post, but it's stolen. Taken away by Weltman. Nice head fake to Ettinger. Working against Bailey. Ettinger wisely pulls it out. Monroe, three, top of the key. You knew it wasn't going because as soon as Jay shot it, he immediately took off in a sprint for the rebound.
Yeah, Colton. Tipton's been a little slow to get back on defense, and Stover's definitely been pushing the pace off the missed shot on their end and trying to get layups out of it.
Yeah, Bailey gets a look from three, too strong.
Here they go again.
But he gets the steal on the other way. Bailey wants to run. He's got a one-on-one, takes the contact from Nardi. Flips it high off the glass. It won't go, but he'll shoot two. No, you're absolutely right. Stover has been the faster team up and down the floor, no doubt about it. And there have been several possessions that they caught Tipton slow getting back.
Yeah, they're trying to push the pace off the missed shots, it looks like, and it's definitely been working out of the gate here.
Bailey's first free throw up and good. 24-16 the lead. Jaron Belt comes back in the game. As he checks back in, so will Haas and Moon. Not Andy. Bailey's first free throw, or second free throw, long, tipped around, winds up back in the hands of Bailey. Shot fake, he goes to the rim, has a poke loose from behind, and it's kept alive, winds up finally in the hands of Jaron Belt. Nearly stolen by Haas, but tipped out of bounds. Stover will take over possession.
I don't know how that ball didn't go out of bounds there, Colton. It was bouncing around. Everybody seemed to have touched it.
That ball touched every player possible. Monroe brings it up. We're under 4 minutes to go in the first half, 24-16, the Stover lead. Weltman spin move at the free throw line, gives it up to Mosier. Trying to make some space, finds Monroe. Monroe turns the corner, no look flip to Weltman. He creates some space, his floater off the iron won't go, gets his own miss, puts it up and in. Lead at 10. I'm telling you, Stover is playing as confident as I have seen them. Bailey to Schlotzauer. Fires inside to Cashman. Extra pass to Moon. Counted and a foul. That was good ball movement by Tipton. So Tipton a chance for a three-point play to cut the lead back to 7.
That's Belt's first foul, too.
Moon's free throw no good. Belt the board. So lead stays at 8, 26-18, 3 minutes to play in this first half. But it's a steal by Cashman. No, his momentum carried him out of bounds. Ball stays with the Bulldogs. Ettinger on the point. Gives it to Weltman. He uses the Belt screen. Goes back to Belt. Belt needs help, finds Monroe. Deep three from Jay off the back iron, won't go.
Great rebound by Mosier to put it back in.
Another one for Cody. He works as hard as anybody on the glass. Lead at 10. Schlotzauer to Bailey at the top of the key. They fire inside. Quick pass, quick bucket for Zach Moon. So that lead just staying right at about the 8-point mark. Monroe, spin move. Out to Ettinger. Mosier goes to Weltman. He's got Schlotzhauer out on him, closing in on 2 minutes to play. Monroe fires down to Mosier. He's posting up, makes some space. Reverse layup. Put a little too much English on that one.
Very high off the window, too.
Winds up in the hands of Cashman. Tipton trying to make a run before the half. A reaching foul going to be called on Monroe, I believe. He tried to gamble on a quick steal. Got more arm than basketball, and that should be team 5, potentially. I don't know if they pressed the button or not yet.
I think it's just the 4th.
Just the 4th, okay.
Yeah, they're pretty quick to the trigger when that stuff happens.
And quick on the trigger is Dane Schlotzhauer. Corner 3. He knocks it down. 28-23, the Stover lead. Back to just a 5-point game. Mosier gets inside, but the Tipton defense forces a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Cardinals. It was a quick jump.
Yeah, Colton, that was just, unfortunate there for the Bulldogs. He just got his hand in there on top of the ball, and that's going to be a jump every time.
Tipton on offense. They've got the lead down to 5, but it's a steal by Weltman. Stover has numbers on the run out. Weltman, extra pass to Ettinger. His shot won't go, and a late whistle. He'll shoot 2.
They had 3-on-1 there, Colton.
It was a good job going to the rack. When you've got numbers like that, you've got to attack with it, and they did. So Ettinger will shoot 2, the lead at 5, trying to extend it. His first free throw is up and good. Second free throw coming up for Landon with 1:23 to go in this first half of play. And he makes them both. Lead back at 7. On the attack, Cashman out to Schlotzhauer. Corner 3, halfway down. Offensive board. Haas gets 2 defenders in the air and finishes. Lead back at 5. So Tipton staying right in this despite a early flurry from Stover. Monroe finds a lane to the basket, won't go. Belt the offensive board. Nearly a 3-point opportunity, but the putback rolled out, so Charon will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, Colton, Stover's been putting Belt at the high post, and then they've been kind of having him screen to people so the guards can attack the paint. Or they've just kind of been baiting that he's going to screen so they can attack off of it, and it has been working. Stover's shot several free throws this quarter. Maybe not. They haven't shot as many threes this quarter, but they've still been attacking very well out of that set.
Neither free throw goes for Bell, but another offensive board. Stover has been great on the boards. This time it's Weltman with the putback. Tipton lost the other night to Versailles, and that was the obvious Achilles heel, was giving up offensive boards, and that's been a problem early in this one as well. 7-point lead, Tipton with the ball. Ball tips out of bounds, will stay with the Cardinals. 41 seconds to go in the half.
All right, Colton, if you're Tipton, what are you happy going into halftime here? Are you trying to cut it to 5 or 4?
I'm saying 5, and I'm happy. Mid-range jumper halfway down for Moon. Haas keeps it alive, but a jump ball forced by Monroe. Possession arrow favors the Bulldogs. I mean, Haas is about 8 inches bigger than Monroe, but Monroe, as soon as he saw Haas bring that ball down, just latched onto it. So if you're Stover, do you consider holding for the last shot and taking a minimum of a 7-point lead into the half?
I mean, 30 seconds left. Yeah, I think I'm holding the ball, just trying to make it a 9-point lead going into half. But
instead, Mosier knocked off the ball. Tipton has it on the fast break. A good job getting back by Ettinger to poke it loose. Bailey inside. Shot won't climb the iron. Belt the board. Stover with the ball. 10 seconds to play. They can get a look here. Ettinger out to Weltman. He dials up a 3 and hits it.
Before the half.
And Tipton can't get a shot off before the buzzer. So Stover, a late flurry, extends the lead back to double digits, 35-25. Hy-Vee halftime show is coming up. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
When you're looking for a new furnace or air conditioner, price is important, but warranty, reliability, and efficiency are big factors too. At DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling, you'll receive very competitive pricing on the industry-leading Air Ease products. Every Air Ease product is built on 80 years of experience, testing, and research. Servicing the Lake and Jefferson City areas for nearly 15 years, DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling. For reliable products offered by reliable people, call DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling. California Chrysler announces their President's Day sales event. Huge savings, 0% financing for 72 months to qualified buyers on the 2023 Charger SXT and GT and Challenger SXT and GT models. With 3 stores to pull from, our selection is the best in the area. That's Cliff Harris, California Chrysler, where we want you to be another happy customer.
The Tipton Latham Bank is a locally owned and operated full-service independent community bank serving the area since 1906. The Tipton Latham Bank N.A. is an equal housing lender and a member FDIC. The Tipton Latham Bank is a proud supporter of local high school athletics. Stop by the Tipton or Latham branch or visit TiptonLathamBank.com.
Hi, I'm Colton Taylor, and I use Versailles Total Fitness. Their 24-hour access makes it easy for me to fit gym time into my busy schedule. I love how spacious and versatile their gym is. With a wide selection of free weights, cable machines, and all the cardio equipment you could need, I have plenty of options to help me stay in shape to cover our local sports teams. They work hard to provide a clean, safe, and comfortable environment. Join me and everyone else at Versailles Total Fitness in becoming a healthier you. Versailles Total Fitness at 31 North Monroe, or give them a call at 573-789-6800.
And we're back with the Hy-Vee halftime show, joined now by the head coach of the Tipton Lady Cardinals, Jason Culpepper. Coach Culpepper, your squad picked up another big win tonight, your last regular season game. And by the way, congratulations. I know as you guys leave the K-Singer Conference, you leave as the K-Singer Conference champions. That's got to feel nice.
Yeah, that was the goal going into the year. Win conference tournament, win regular season conference championship. So, can mark that one off the list.
Now, about tonight's game, how'd you feel about your girls' performance?
I thought our first quarter we did a pretty good job on offense of getting shots we wanted. I felt like we only gave up a couple looks from outside. They hit them in the first quarter. I think it was like 25-9 at the end of the first quarter. The Penske girl hit 2, and then Mia hit 1. So, we gave up 3 good looks, and they hit all 3 of them. So credit to Stover, and the Penske girl played really well tonight. She lit us up for 26 points, leading scorer in the game. So she did a really good job tonight. We guarded her, but good offense beats good defense, and her offense is better than our defense.
Well, I will say that if I've learned anything from you over the past few years, it's that the season for you really starts next week. That I know the postseason is what you look forward to every year, and all these games are just to get ready for it. We'll of course be with you in the postseason, but talk about what you got coming up in districts next week.
We have, starting tomorrow morning, we're fortunate we get five practices in before our next game. It's really a pivotal point for us in the season where we have the next 5 practices so we can get better. We talked about it today. We talked about it yesterday. I thought we took some steps in the right direction yesterday in practice to get better defensively. I feel like our defense, especially on-ball defense, we're just doing a good job of mirroring the basketball. We're not making the basketball, whoever has the basketball, uncomfortable. And if you're not making the girl with the ball uncomfortable, then it's going to be tough. And we talked about that a lot tonight as well. I thought we did a good job of keeping good positioning on the Penske girl, but she was never uncomfortable. If you let good players like her be comfortable, they're going to light you up. And, we didn't do a very good job defensively of keeping them on their toes and making them uncomfortable.
I know you're big on learning experiences before the postseason, and while I also know you hate to lose, coming off a loss to Elias, and now maybe some learning experiences from tonight's game, do you think that could be beneficial to your squad before the postseason starts?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Anytime you lose, I always, say when you lose a game, you start out that next game or whenever, it's almost always like you're playing with hurt feelings because, you lost. And, it's not something that we do very often as a program. We don't lose very many games. So, credit the girls for that. But, sometimes whenever you lose a game and you only lose a game once a month or once every couple months, turning around that next game, sometimes you can be a little bit more, a little bit more likely to, stand and be a little bit more timid and, instead of being the aggressor. And so, for us, it's a good time for us to have these next 5 practices, get back to being the aggressor, get back to playing basketball on our toes, moving our feet, chattering on defense, being loud, being vocal, and then going after the rebounds. I thought our second half we did a much better job tonight of going and getting rebounds. There was a few possessions in the first half where Stover had 2 and 3 looks. That's inexcusable. That shouldn't happen. We didn't have enough people hitting bodies and go and get the ball. We talk about it all the time. Rebound's a loose ball. That ball's off the rim. It's a loose ball. Who wants it? There's not very many times they get fouls called on rebounds, and you got to be the one that wants it. And so we'll get back to that stuff in the next 5 days, and then come next week in districts, we'll be where we want. We'll be where the girls want us to be.
I'm going to be thinking about the girls in practice for the next week because I know the toughest place in the world to be is in one of your practices. And also, be saying prayers for Coach Hurst's knee. Nothing's wrong with it, but if she's going to have to guard players in practice for these next 5 days, it's going to get some work. Now, girls aside, you've got to watch the first half of this boys game between Stover and Tipton. And what have you seen here in the first half?
Yeah, again, kind of same thing. You look at Stover, you look at their offense. They're attacking gaps. They're getting good dribble penetration. They're kicking out to open shooters. And that kid on Stover's team is either catching and shooting or he's pump faking and attacking the next gap. They're getting good looks every possession. And you look at our boys, they're more standing on their heels around the perimeter. They're not attacking with their shoulders down. And, and a lot of times even whenever you get somebody to attack, the other guards are just standing, in one spot. They're not relocating. They're not drifting. They're not staying in those windows to find an open shot. And, they got to come out here and say, they got to be a little bit tougher. Stover's doing a good job of hitting the glass. Our boys are standing and watching, expecting that ball to fall in their lap. They got to hit a body and go get the ball.
I completely agree, and we'll see what adjustments Tipton and Stover both make at the half. We're going to take a break. We'll come back more of the Hy-Vee Halftime Show. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Dunn Property Management is currently taking applications for 2-bedroom, 1-bath units in Eldon open now. Rent includes snow removal and lawn services. Move-in ready right away in new construction units. Locally owned and locally operated with full-time maintenance staff and full-time office manager. They're close to churches, the senior center, shopping, and parks. For more information, stop by their new offices at 1306 South Business 54 or call Dunn Property Management today, 573-569-1200.
Sacaleras Ford in Versailles is proud of their growing customer base. When a customer and their family has bought 18 Fords from the Versailles location, you know the team is doing something right. The Versailles Ford Store Sales Department customer viewpoint is 100%. That means that every new vehicle sold, the customer is literally 100% satisfied. Sacaleras Ford in Versailles is big enough to serve you and small enough to care. For brand new Ford products, Ford certified pre-owned, service, tires, and Ford parts and award-winning customer satisfaction, it's Sacaleras Ford of Versailles.
Spring into green with Seidenberger Nobe Partners. Accelerate your productivity with one of our John Deere compact tractors. Right now, take advantage of 0% financing for 84 months with zero down, featuring payments as low as $210 a month. From landscapes to farming, these compact tractors can handle a variety of tasks. Seidenberger Nobe, your partner for the land. snpartners.com.
Offer valid through 4/26/2024. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Divine and the Land Pro team will provide you with excellent service and more than 25 years of combined knowledge of the local real estate market. Looking to buy or sell land or farms in Miller, Morgan, or Camden County? Call Chuck Yo, the Land Pro, at 573-280-4452. Victoria Divine makes finding your next home enjoyable, utilizing the latest technology to bring buyers and sellers together. Buying a home is a big decision. Trust Victoria Divine to handle all the details for you. Divine and Associates, powered by eXp Realty, located across from Wood Supermarket in Eldon.
little bit left of this IB halftime show as we're getting ready. Oh, wait, we have started the third quarter. That's what happens when I sit down. Coach, I appreciate you joining me, man.
Hey, thank you, guys.
We'll see you next week. That was Coach Jason Culpepper. We get carried away talking off air. I kind of forgot where we were. Brock, take it for just a second.
Yeah. Tipton with the bucket there. Edinger brings the ball up the court for Stover. Passes to Monroe. Monroe to Mosier. Mosier with the three. Back iron. Tipton with the rebound. Bailey brings the ball up the floor.
Sorry, we have weird conversations at games. Tipton on offense. Oh, they've already scored this.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you who. Didn't have the headset on yet.
I'm sorry. Culpepper and I got carried away talking about things. I told you that wasn't going to be a happy camper.
If I had to guess, it was Haas, but
we're going to say it was. Good for him. A three from Monroe. It's a long board. Falkworth. Man, Mosier's in on everything. Tips it out. Weltman wants the three. It's too strong. Rebound pulled away by Moon. He throws it into the net, but it is recovered by Bailey. Man, I seriously, I brag about Cody Mosier every time we cover one of these games. I swear the kid is constant hustle. Bailey look from three, does one. Schlotthauer will take it and knock it down. Big shot from Tipton. They're on a 5-0 run to start the second half.
Got my stats all messed up.
I know, man. I know.
Through it.
You're going to have to replace me after this game. And
awkward play there. Monroe attacked the basket. They got kind of tangled up. A Tipton player hits the floor. No call.
I like it, though. The officials are like, we know how much weight's involved with this game. We're going to let you guys decide it. Bailey, top of the key, over to Schlotthauer. He wants another three. It's too strong. Weltman the board. Every time Stover gets a board, and what a fake by Weltman. Drives, extra pass. Edinger lays it up and in. Every time Stover gets a board, they're running. It doesn't matter who has it. They're not looking for the point guard. Basically, anybody but Jaron is leading the fast break, and I'm not positive he won't try it. Cashman, the high post, out to Bailey. Thought about the three, gets his man in the air, steps into it. Extra pass to Moon, who nearly gave a piggyback ride to Mosier.
Yeah, Colton, Stover's got to be sure to score this quarter. They can't come out of halftime lackadaisical. They've got to come out and still put points on the board like they did in the first half.
I can promise you Coach Reeves was chewing on his boys saying, we're better than this, and we should be closer than 10 right now. And they're coming out aggressive. Stover has to match that. Inside, Cashman, blocked by Belt. His fourth of the game, but restolen by Tipton. Bailey, long strides around Belt. He draws the contact. Jackson Bailey's just a great athlete. I was getting some updates from Versailles, and that game has been close through and through. At the end of three, Versailles only a 4-point lead, 42-38. Bailey's first free throw up and good. Lead here cut down to 6. 5:32 to play. This is the Polylift Boat Lift, third quarter. Oh, hey, Anders is here.
Yeah, he's sitting in the crowd.
Always good to see a Wisconsinese person.
Well, he brought more cheeseheads with him, even though they're Vikings fans.
Oh, my goodness. All them Vikings up in here, don't you know? 5-point game, 5:25 to play. Our broadcasts are all this weird, I promise. Monroe in a bit of trouble, goes out to Weltman. They're looking to post Belt down low, but he's in a physical battle with Haas. I mean, he's taller than Haas, but Haas is thicker than him. Spin move by Edinger, dishes it out to Monroe. He's got space, but he'll drive baseline, hangs in the air. Shot too strong, rebound Cashman. Jay, for his size, is extremely aggressive at getting to the rim. Schlotthauer skips to Cashman. Cashman inside, extra pass. Schlotthauer left open, hits the three. You've got to know where Dane's at all times.
I agree, Colton. I was just about to say Stover has let him make way too many threes already this game. He's got 5 on the night. He's only
spin move.